Hey guys, Bebo here, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about board game app fatigue. Now, I was extremely into many of these board game apps for a very long time. I loved Food Fight from Cryptozoic, and I could not stop playing Ascension from Stone Plain Entertainment. Soon, more and more board game apps seemed to come out. Some games really allowed us to play a game the way it was meant to be played. Oni Rim, for example, which involves a lot of shuffling in the real game, but you don't have to do any of that work in the app implementation. And same goes for a lot of other deck building games, like Ascension and Dominion. And these online implementations really allowed me to get in the number of plays that I wanted to get in. The one thing we're missing here is that deck building games specifically are certainly designed to be played over and over and over again. And because of that, they make really good board game app implementations. However, not all games are designed to play like that. There are some games that I played in real life and absolutely loved and probably could have played hundreds of times with another person, but in app implementation, they just don't work. One board game app implementation that I think was really well done is Potion Explosion. And while I absolutely love this game so much, and I also love the app implementation because it's really easy to learn, and on top of that, it's super easy to play and has wonderful async, it has one flaw: notification overload. To the point where it overwhelmed me, and at one point I actually deleted all the board game apps off of my phone for 2 weeks until I got on a plane and needed something to do. But I do have far fewer board game apps on my phone. Now, when I say not all board game apps are created equal, what I mean is some board games translate into digital form from physical form better than others. And this specifically has to do with certain mechanics that tend to work better. Deck building, for example, we've established is super solid. There are 3 games that are easily some of my favorite board games that I did not enjoy in app form: Battleline, Seven Wonders, and Jaipur. In Battleline, the objective of the game is to be the first player to claim 5 flags, and you do this by forming poker-like formations. Now, it sounds super simple in theory, but when you actually play the game, there's a bunch of push and pull, and you can see your opponent's wheels turning. For me, almost all of the fun in that game lies in my antagonizing the other person and them antagonizing me back in a really fun, playful way. The problem with the app implementation is that there's not that push and pull. There's not seeing the other person's face, and it just kind of sucks most of the fun out of the game. I do think that if I had played this game a lot with a single person and we knew each other's playstyles really well, that it would work very well playing it on the app with them. But it's not something that I would just want to pick up and play with anyone. Now, Jaipur is very similar too, because it's the constant push and pull of a 2-player game, and taking the cards that another player may have wanted is going to frustrate them and thwart them, and they're going to be very vocal about it. And part of the fun in that game is thwarting your opponent. Now, drafting an app format does seem like it would typically work very well, provided that you had all of the necessary information that you needed to make informed decisions while playing the game. This is why Food Fight, the app, really worked well. However, games like Seven Wonders for some reason left me feeling a little bit confused, and there's a reason for that. And I call this information overload. See, when I look at this game, I am confused by the information being given to me. The coin icon being in front of me, along with having 3 other coin icons in front of me, confuses me, especially if I were a new player that had never previously played the game. And there are easy fixes for this. For example, you could move this little bit of information down here, and then it wouldn't be in front of me, and I'd know where to look to find my own currency. And there are some Euro games that have done a great job of conveying that information. For example, Stone Age. They completely changed up the board. And this is because it better told me what I needed to make an informed decision in the app game. San Juan also did a particularly good job with this because of the fact that you can just click on another player's profile and it'll show you all of the cards that they have in front of them. This will help you better understand the direction that they're going and how you can kind of counteract that. Ticket to Ride is a great example of a game that translates really well into app form but can get stale quickly. Of course, this is counteracted by the fact that they offer tons of expansions. And I honestly love the app form and probably won't ever play this game in physical form again. So let's have a conversation about this on Twitter. #BGAppChat. And let's talk about which mechanics in board games translate well into app form and which ones don't. And let's talk about why. Then maybe we can take a look at a bunch of these mechanics and see which board games would make really great app implementations. Then we can let publishers know that we're interested. So go ahead and follow me at Be Bold Games and let's talk. Thanks for watching. Be bold, play games, be you. Happy gaming. Was that good?